I'm Doug Massi, and today we're going to talk about 3 things that you absolutely need if you want to maximize your chances for success at selling final expense over the phone. Now, before we get into it, this is when I do ask, please give the video a thumbs up, and guys, if you're new to our channel, subscribe. We're putting out a lot of new insurance sales content and final expense training videos like all the time. The first thing you absolutely want to have is a way to make at least, and this is the key, like 6 to 8 presentations each day. In most cases, you won't be able to do this with most lead programs, especially if you're buying cheap leads from a vendor. The best way to get high intent leads is to purchase one of those expensive calendar appointment funnel systems where the clients will actually book their own appointment to speak with you about getting a quote for, the insurance. Yeah, I know, it sounds familiar. This is the exact system that we use at our agency. But here's the thing, this is why we have some of the highest producing final expense agents in the country. And guys, before I go any further, if you'd like a copy of my top 10 carrier niche sheet, this thing will show you the main niche for my favorite final expense telesales carriers. Just email me at doug@ufesonline.com and I'll gladly share this bad boy with you. As an independent agent, I'm telling you, you're definitely going to want to see this thing. Fair warning, guys, buying leads or live transfers from an offshore call center will most likely end up really bad. You see, most of these call centers do not even scrub the leads, and therefore what they're doing is they're selling these illegal and non-TCPA compliant leads. TV leads are great, but once again, the chances of you getting enough each day to be able to make at least like 6 to 8 presentations, it's pretty rare. Most companies won't be able to do this for you even if you're licensed in all 50 states. The second thing you'll need is somebody that not only can train you to sell, but will basically be willing to hold your hand through the learning process and mentor you on like a regular daily basis. Something that you'll absolutely want is to have a successful agent who can listen to your first presentations and at least through the first couple of weeks help you to make necessary adjustments. One of the things that we do at my agency, United Final Expense Services, is we listen to our new agents' recordings and give them feedback on like what they're doing right and maybe what needs to change. I personally do this for a lot of our agents, and by having an experienced top producer mentor you, well, your chances for success in our industry goes up like exponentially. Don't get me wrong, guys, you're definitely going to want to listen to your own recordings too, and like as soon as you start. Think about it. You're going to hear things that maybe you don't realize you're doing, and you're going to be able to make adjustments in your presentations immediately. Of course, you'll want the agency to have a track record for training, not only like top producers, but hopefully you can find an agency like ours where like even the average agents are having success. And believe it or not, that's not the case with most insurance agencies. I say this because of the old 20-80 rule where with most insurance companies, most agencies, like 20% of the agents write 80% of the business. So in all honesty, if you're working with a good agency, they should be seeing success with a majority of their agents and not just having success with that minority of top producers. This is one of the reasons that I recommend staying away from those, 3 initial multi-level marketing insurance companies, those insurance agencies, the ones that like to recruit and recruit like crazy. Those guys, they tend to exaggerate everything from like their success rate of their typical agent to, in some cases, just flat out lying to agents. I had a marketer years ago like try to manipulate me. I mean, she was basically, I remember one of the comments she made was, "Oh, all of our agents are making $100,000 a year." Think about it. When you have thousands of agents and only like a few hundred are making it work, then where's the benefit of working with a big multi-level marketing agency? Now, unless, let me just say, maybe you just want to recruit agents and you're not really concerned about selling insurance yourself. No, that's different. Guys, my experience with most of these multi-level marketing insurance agencies is that they usually end up like reselling leads Trust me, guys, the last thing that you want is to do telesales with aged leads or leads that are shared with multiple agents. I mean, to me, that's just not the way to go. Big no-no, guys, big no-no. The third thing that you're gonna absolutely want is to have access to the best final expense carriers and products that, pay decent commissions. That's important too. And to me, like at least 100% first year commission. Companies like Senior Life of Georgia and Lincoln Heritage, hey guys, they have their place in the final expense industry, but they're definitely not the type of companies that I would recommend if you're already a talented sales professional. First off, Lincoln Heritage does not specialize in final expense telesales. Their system is really good if you're a brand new agent who maybe wants to sell face-to-face, because they do have one product. It's like super easy and super simple to learn. The underwriting is excellent, very lenient, and the application process is easy. However, at the end of the day, they're still like one of the most expensive products on the market. Senior Life does have a telesales platform, and I would even say they do specialize in final expense telesales over face-to-face sales. Again, they've got like one simple product that's easy to work with, and well, it may be perfect for a brand new agent who's like just learning the trade. That's the way I see it. If you're brand spanking new and you don't have a lot of money, a big budget to invest, then Senior Life of Georgia is one of the companies you may want to look into. Now, you do need an iPad to sell their product, and the insurance is definitely, again, on the expensive side. But here's how I see it. At the end of the day, if you're a new agent, maybe you don't want to invest too much money to find out if this business is the business you want to be in, then yeah, I recommend Senior Life. Now, a minute ago, I stated that you should definitely want to have access to like multiple carriers and commission levels of at least 100% or higher. Unfortunately, with companies like Senior Life and Lincoln Heritage, you probably won't get them to give you commission levels that high, not at 100% to start with. And you could eventually do what a lot of agents do, which is they realize that by only having this one product that they're limited. And now they're actually losing sales, like having to walk away from sales to work with one of these companies. Some of the go-to carriers, and these are the ones that I recommend for independent insurance agents, are all listed on the 10 carrier niche sheet that I offered earlier in the video. And yes, my agency starts our agents at 100% first year commission and uses all the best carriers, all the top, most competitive carriers, and the ones that are easier to use to work with, and basically the ones that you would want as an independent insurance agent. Guys, if you'd like free final expense telesales training, check this out. All you've got to do is click on the link above, and it should be there, hopefully. This thing's going to take you to our 3-part telesales series that covers like pretty much everything that you could want to know or need to know to sell final expense successfully, like over the phone, remotely. And yes, for a copy of the 10 carrier niche sheet, just email me at doug@ufesonline.com. For more information on working with our agency and getting access to our top producer telesales platform, just shoot me an email at that same address. Remember, guys, when you put the needs of your clients first, everything else will usually fall right into place. Now, get out there or get on that phone, oh yeah, and do something good for someone today. Happy hunting.